Hi guys, and welcome to Lottery Generator developed using PowerPoint. Let me show you guys how this works. I'm going to click on reset and generate numbers there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into PowerPoint development environment. I will put one of these together. So let's exit out and start a new project entirely. I'm going to just make sure this one is saved and we just exit this as well, and we open up PowerPoint. There we go, that's PowerPoint. Now what you guys are meant to do is, once you are in the PowerPoint development environment, all you need to do is to click on Alt F11, or you can always go straight into the file and select the options. And what I'm looking for is going to be the developer tab. Look at it, just make sure that is checked. Click on OK, and that's your developer there. And here, that's your VB. Like I said, you can always click on Alt plus F11 there, and that will open up the PowerPoint development environment. In case you don't see your project area and your properties, is either is sort of like hidden, like you guys just seen, or it might be up here, just tucked away up here. Now the next thing I want you to do is, you see the insert, click on insert, select user form, and this user form, I'm going to define the width of this very user form. I'm going to make that about 1050. That's the width. And the height, I'm going to make the height, let's go for about 710. There we go. That is fine. So select the toolbox. If you don't have the toolbox, that is it right here. Click on the toolbox. I'm going to add the label. That's a label there, and I need a text box. There we go. And a button. So that's fine. I can close all that. Now this very label up here, I'm going to change the size of that label to, or the content of that label. Let's just type in lottery number generator. That will do. Okay, now come straight into the caption here and just type in lottery number generator. And I'm going to scroll right down here, and let's change the font size to something a little bit readable. I'm going to make that, let's go for about 66 first and see what's going to happen, and we can always amend that. I'm going to make it bold, 66 bold. Scroll right down, and in here you see where we have world wrap. I'm going to make sure it's wrapped. Now extend that, bring it down, and also we need to get it centered. Okay, now come right here, you see where you have a line, drop that down and just select center there. Now this very text box, I'm going to make the size approximately, let's go for 160 by 160, 160 by 160. Let's go right down. The width is going to be 160 as well. There we go. Okay, so we can now copy it, but before I copy this, I'm going to change the font size. Let's come right here. Let's make it something a little bit readable. Make that about 96. There we go. And the name, let's change the name to TXT Lotto 1. There. Okay, that's my very first one. And here, let's try and make sure one of them actually works first. So I'm going to call that CMD Lotto. There we go. That's good enough for me. And the content in there, I'm just going to change that to generate number, or generate numbers, something like that. or number generator, something, whatever. Okay, that is fine. Let's change the font size of that to something readable. So I'm going to make that about 48, something like that. Change that to 48, 48 bold there, and let's get it wrapped. Word wrap, make that true, and increase the size a little bit. And I'm going to also hold on to the control and just copy. And this one I'm going to call that reset generator. Come right here, just change that to reset generator. There we go. That's fine. And the name of this is going to be CMD reset. There we go. That's fine. Let's double click on generate number. Double click on that. And right in here, the first thing I want to do is I'm going to declare the following. Let's call that dim random. Yep, random number. I'm going to say as integer there. So that's my variable that I intend to use. So this random number variable that I've declared there, that is the data type, is an integer. I'm going to say that will be equals int, let's say 2 plus random, using the random function now, and I want it to be between 59 minus, let's say 2, maybe plus 1, just to kind of like prevent how many repeated numbers. So let's close that again and come right down here. So we say txt. I want to now assign the value straight into the text box. Txt lotto1.text equals random number. That's all. So if I run it now, click on run and just click on my button there. There we go. Look at that, 49 and so on. So let's copy that across, and at the same time move this up a little bit. This one should, in fact, everything should move up a little bit. So I'm just going to copy this text box now. So I need 5 more. Hold on to control, click and drag. We have 2, we have 3, 4 and 6. There we go. There. Right, so what I'm going to do now is give each of them a name. So this one is called txt lotto1. The next one beside it is going to be lotto2, txt lotto2, and this one is going to be txt lotto3, lotto4, 5, and finally lotto6. And just for your information, I have to give credit to one little guy that came to me this afternoon asking me to create, or can we create, a random generator in PowerPoint. And we created a random generator. Then I decided to convert it to a lottery number generator. His colleague actually took a picture of it and sent it to his mom. I'm not going to mention this guy's name, but I just want to say thank you to them. I believe they will be watching this program. There we go. So now that we've done one, I'm going to double click on the generator button. Just copy all of this. So all I then need to do is just to change the names or the values around. That would be for txt 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So let's change the names around. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one, delete that. Okay, that's it, all done. but we're still coming back here to carry out one or two changes anyway. So if I click on this now, there we go, look at that. Okay, and that's how you create your own number generator. Now look at this, we have 52 here, we have 52 here. So what can we do to prevent that? So I'm going to just change some of the values, but before then let's double click on this and reset the whole process again. Copy that so we can reset equals clear. Copy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and change this to 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There we go. So we reset that. Now to prevent repeating numbers, I'm just going to change some of the values in here. So I'm going to make this maybe 2, yeah, 2, make this maybe about 5, so the rate at which the repeating numbers will appear will kind of like be reduced. And just make this maybe about 3 or whatever, and that's it. Run. And that is your lottery number generator, guys. That's how you create one. So before I go, I'm going to show you guys the lines of codes again. Let's double click on the button. There we go. Those are the lines of code that was used in developing this. Maybe I should increase the font a little bit so that you guys can see it. Come into edit and just make it about 14. There we go. Those are the lines of codes. And if you scroll down, that's the reset codes. Now run it one more time. Okay guys, so before we go, let me exit out and show you how to save this. All you need to do is to go straight to the file, save your project as, I'm going to call that lottery, and you come right here, you see where you see save as type, drop that down and select PowerPoint macro enable. Remember that, PowerPoint macro enable. Click on save or select wherever you want to save your work, and you can call it the end of the day. So I'm going to save mine straight into my directory here. That is it, saved. Run it one more time. There we go, guys. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. You all have a nice day now, and bye for now.